Equity peaks yesterday in the 25k portfolio, 2 trades. NightTrader E-mini S&P hit its profit target on Friday, and Cobra III E-mini NASDAQ took a nice short trade, rallied back in the afternoon, gave back some profits from the equity peaks, got short at 75.56 and had an equity peak down here at the lows, 14.15. Oftentimes you see reversals at that time. And then right here, a massive reversal in the last 15 minutes that took away some profits, but it was still up on the day, 790, and found overall that this exit time works better, and this exit methodology works better than adding profit targets or trailing stops or different exit times. Any given day, a profit target down here would have worked better. But long term, to capture the big moves on average, it works best to get out at this time with this type of setup. And so Cobra 3 was profitable, 790, and NightTrader were profitable, and the 25k portfolio, which includes these 10 strategies, only 2 traded yesterday, and you see up last month, final numbers 16,545, 2705 in April. So far, first 3 trading days plus 2705, up 30k on the year. And this was the adjustment that was made on March 1st for gap continuation. We went from gap continuation 2019 to 2020. If we go back and look at the old version of that, we can do that as well to see how that has performed. 25k portfolio, and you see the old version is up 29k, and so similar results, actually slightly better in March with the old version of gap continuation, and 1730 this month, a little bit less, but overall about the same. Not a big change between the two portfolios. We just changed from gap continuation 2019 to gap continuation 2020, and these are the results. You see it's at equity peaks, and let's look at the drawdown and equity curve. Here is the equity curve for this setup, and let's go back up here. You can see the drawdown curve. We talked about these drawdown curves before. So when it's at 0, when the drawdown curve is at 0, that means it's at equity peaks. And so these solid numbers right here mean a run-up, and then these are drawdowns. And so you see there was a drawdown on March the 2nd of about 5K. Since then, it's been in a run-up. And so good trading in the 25K portfolio all year long. It's been a top performer and one of the strategies setups that we recommend. We've also talked about margin requirements. Those have gone up at TradeStation. You can change whichever broker you are with. You could change your margins in this column, but this is what we are showing for TradeStation margins as of 3/31. It's 100% exchange margin, except the stock indexes are 50% intraday. And for example, NinjaTrader, if you have NinjaTrader margins, that's $1,000 instead of $6,600. NinjaTrader brokers still have the day trade margins, and so if you're going to send your signals over to a NinjaTrader broker, you can do that actually through TradeStation or trade the Ninja script. And I'm going to show you how that works. So if you were looking at the NinjaTrader margins, you can copy and paste this column, and you can come back and look at the results. 49k counts as required margins, a lot lower. And this margin requirement assumes all strategies take a net position at the same time. So for example, if NightTrader, SR Counter Trend 2, E-mini S&P, and Cobra CT3, E-mini S&P were all long or short, NightTrader never gets short. So it would be all long with these 3 strategies at the same time, as well as Cobra Crude, SR Counter Trend 4, crude oil, and SR Counter Trend 3 crude oil, all net long or short. And then SR Counter Trend 3 gold, net long or net short. Swing soybeans long or short. And gap continuation 2020 NQ and Cobra 3 NQ all taking the same trade, either net long or net short. So all 10 strategies activated at once and not having opposing positions. So oftentimes strategies will have opposing positions. in the same market. So never have seen that. So that is the absolute maximum margin you would need in that scenario if that ever happened. And so you could get away with typically 50% of that margin or less. So you're looking at 20k plus a max drawdown of 10 or 11k, so about 31k would cover the margin. And if you wait for a little bit of a drawdown, about a 5k drawdown, then you will be able to trade this with about 25k. And then when margins go down, obviously it will require less margin, but that is where we are right now in this unusual time period that we are in, with super high VIXs and super high margins. And so I anticipate that that will eventually drop. And so I'm going to leave the default here to the TradeStation margin, since that's the highest margins. And Interactive Brokers is also very high. I haven't updated those in a while, but those Interactive Brokers has very high margins as well. So those are some of the things you need to consider when trading. Your margin rate, and as margins go up, what do you do? And so you can obviously cut back on some strategies and trade top strategies like Cobra 3, gap continuation. These strategies like this, gap continuation, can have massive winners. You see this $2,400 winner here with a $300 stop loss. And let's take another look. It hasn't traded in a while because we added a filter to the 2019 version. So you can have several losers in a row. See right there, 2 losers in a row, minus 650 on the day. And then this strategy right here, it had 1485. It was up as high as 3100 on that day. And so this is the type of strategy that can hit big time home runs. And this is why we like this strategy so much. The winners are much bigger than the losers. So Cobra 3 is the same way, $600 stop loss, and it will let profits run. And then NightTrader is just very consistent, has a high percentage of winners, while these other two have low percentages of winners. And these other strategies are very selective. So you get a mix of soybeans, crude oil, gold, E-mini S&P, E-mini NASDAQ, and that is the 25k portfolio and where it is as of April the 3rd, 2020 at Equity Peaks.